So I can't remember the last time I did my makeup that I wanted to get ready for myself. I cannot remember the last time that I wanted to. So today, it's a random Saturday. It's been raining all day. I did have a really nice morning though. We're gonna do a little get ready with me, like we're on FaceTime, and I have nowhere to go. I have nowhere to be. I think I'm gonna just get ready and eat pasta while watching YouTube on my bed. Because that's just my life now. I don't remember the last time I got ready, which is insane. Insane. So let's get ready together. I got these cute little clips at Daiso. Oh my gosh, so cute. We're just gonna pin back my hair with them. So I already prepped my face. We have washed it. We have a little hyaluronic acid, nice and plumping little moisturizer thing. I think now we're gonna go straight into, I'm gonna use the Refi primer for my primer. I don't like makeup. I'm gonna be so for real. I like the look of makeup. I do. I think it's so beautiful, but I hate my hands washed. Oh, maybe I should wash my hands. Okay, give me a second. Okay. We washed our hands. I don't like the feel of makeup. I just feel like it just feels so like gross. And I don't know why. I'm not a fan of it. Ever since I was like young too, I just hated the feel of makeup. Like, please, I hope I'm not the only one, because I don't know if anyone has ever, okay, maybe people hate the feeling of makeup, but they like how they look with makeup, so they kind of make the excuse, or not the excuse, they kind of make, what's the word I'm looking for? They make the exception that makeup is great because they like the way it looks on their skin, which I totally understand and I totally feel. We're gonna start off with the Haus Labs. Why not? I don't wear foundation, but this foundation doesn't feel like foundation. It feels like a skin tint more so, and I really like the way it like just covers, and it like the way it feels on my skin. We're gonna just put this all over the skin. Okay, so I am originally from a little town. Actually, it's not really that little. It's Washington's second biggest city, but it doesn't feel like it because of the people, and just, it doesn't feel like a big city, but it's Spokane for those of you who are like, oh my gosh, is it Spokane? It is Spokane. I was born and raised there. My boyfriend and I literally just moved to the greater Seattle area, which is really exciting because I literally, ever since I was younger, I never wanted to live in Spokane forever. Like, I just knew in my heart, I just knew that I was just meant for like a bigger city. And for the longest time, I just felt like I was gonna be stuck there forever. You know that feeling when you're in your early 20s and you're just like, where do I go with life? I don't really know where I want to go. I don't know how to move out of the city. That's kind of like what I experienced. Was I just felt like I was never going to be able to get out of Spokane. But literally after my boyfriend graduated, he was kind of like my window, or not my window, but my key to leave, which is kind of sad. But I never had, like, although I wanted to leave that like city, my family was there. It was everything that I already, like, you know, I already knew. Like, it was everything that I already knew. Like, I was so comfortable and it was just home, you know, and I never wanted to leave it. Even though I did, I think that actually leaving was harder than, was hard. It was so hard. So I genuinely stayed as long as I could, just because I didn't know how to get out of the city by myself, which is kind of sad if you think about it, but you know, it all had to happen this way. Everything is meant to be, and it all turned out very, very well. Once he graduated, he got offered a job in this area, and it was like, oh my gosh, are we doing it? Are we not doing it? And we kind of went back and forth for a while. I actually like was so upset that he might have not gotten the job, and that was kind of telling on me, because I was like, oh, maybe I am ready to leave. And then once he got the job, I was so sad to leave, and I was like, should we leave? But we ended up leaving, and now we live over here, and it's been a lot of fun so far. We genuinely haven't like explored enough. We've just been busy with work and trying to figure out what life is gonna look like for us, you know? But yeah, there's that. And what else could I tell you guys? I have 4 sisters, which is so much fun. There's 5 of us all together. If you're Vietnamese, you will know the saying Nam Cam Chua, which is, I don't remember what it really means, but it was basically means like good luck. Like it's very like, in Vietnamese culture, it's kind of like taboo. If you have 5 daughters, it's like, oh my gosh, like God gave you all those 5 blessings, and they're like princesses in a way. I don't know, but it always meant like good luck. And growing up, everywhere we went, we would be called the Nam Cam Chua. And literally everybody was always like, oh my gosh, like that's amazing. I guess it's unheard of to have 5 daughters, or maybe not unheard of, but it's kind of uncommon. But I know that if I have kids one day, I want like 3 kids. 4 is an accident. After 4, you're getting cut. My boyfriend's getting, you know, snipped down there. What else? I like forgot how to do my makeup, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It has been a while. We're going in with the Makeup by Mario contour. This thing is so broken. It's kind of embarrassing. And then we're gonna grab my little thing and I'm just gonna paint my face, essentially. I love the way that makeup, you can kind of decide what kind of look you're going for that day, you know? I love that the trends allow people to literally do what you want with your makeup. Like, I think that makeup has such a fun, it is really fun. And you're essentially painting your face, right? To look a certain way. But I feel like with trends these days and TikTok these days, it's like helped so many people like learn how to do makeup that's flattering on their face. Whereas like a long time ago, you just kind of did what you wanted and you copied people, but they didn't really look like you. You know what I mean? I mean, at least for me, growing up, like in a very white dominated city, like I just wanted to look like Britney and Anna next door. You know what I mean? Like I did not appreciate being a person of color. I did not appreciate being Asian. Did not appreciate it enough. Because when you grow up in such a white, secluded suburban town, you just don't want to be you know? You just want to be like everybody else. And growing up, I've like had to learn in so many different ways. I had to learn that it's beautiful to be you, and there's only one of you on this earth, so you need to do what you want and not what everybody else wants or that everyone else is doing, you know? Not to get like cheesy, but like I think that like that was such a thing that I had to embark on growing up in such a white town, but I'm kind of grateful for it. I don't want my kids to experience it, but I'm grateful that I had that, you know what I mean? Because then now I look back and I'm just so like, wow. But like I'm so fond and so appreciative to my culture and being a person of color, being a woman of color, you know? So we're just gonna go ahead, and I like to do my contour here, and then I'll grab it above my cheekbone and I just blend it up and blend it into my skin. You're not pressing, you're wanting to blend it, okay? So don't drag, you just wanna like blend it, okay? And that's what I learned on TikTok, you see? You see what I mean? And we do a little forehead because I like a bronze forehead, I do. I think it's so cute, I love it a lot. And sometimes I go a little overboard, but I like the way it looks, so leave me alone, thank you, thank you. I have my degree, which is kind of cool. It's in public relations. I have not used it like that, and I wanted to for so long, but finding a job right out of college was so hard, and nobody really, like, I mean, people talk about it, but people don't really talk about it, you know? And like, I was so depressed for a long time because after graduation I couldn't find a job, and like I tried, I probably didn't try hard enough, but I really did like set myself up. I kind of set myself up wrong in a way. I kind of wish that I did more for myself right after graduation, but again, nobody really talks about that post-grad. Like everyone's like, oh yeah, post-grad life kind of like sucks, you know? And you hear about post-grad depression, but you really don't know what it's like or anything. I don't know, maybe I didn't, maybe people out there are talking more about it now, but for some reason, like I just got so down and I just felt like I wasted my whole time. My whole degree was shit, and I just felt so lost because I could not find a job for the life of me. Like, I could not find a job. And I ended up having to do something that I wasn't even really like in love with, just to get some money. I did coffee for a while. I did childcare for a while. And at the end of the day, I ended up at this place for marketing, and it was really, really amazing, but it just wasn't what I wanted to do with my life. Plus, it was not enough for me, and I knew that I was made for something more. So we moved here, and I did find a job in marketing, but I left because it was at a hospital, and it was just not what I wanted to do at all. So now I'm working with kids again because I think that kids are so much fun, and it's difficult. There are bad days and good days at every job, but I do like it for now, and I'm kind of seeing what's next for me. I'm 24, and I feel very like, although I'm like not where I wanted to be in life, I feel okay for once, and I feel very like, what's the word? I don't feel like I did when I first graduated. Because when I first graduated and I couldn't find a job, I felt very lost, and it felt like the world was ending. But now, although I feel like I'm not where I am, like want to be or thought I would be, I don't necessarily feel lost. Like I feel like this is supposed to happen, you know, and that everything's gonna be okay, and I'm gonna figure it out. At least, let's hope we do. Let's hope we do. Let's hope we do. Okay, so now that our skin is looking a little more bronzed and cute, we're gonna go in with the concealer. This is the Hourglass concealer. It's very embarrassing because it's so messy. Like, I travel sometimes, and the way that these products do not want to stay clean for the life of me, I just, no thank you. So a little bit of concealer on my little acne scars and whatnot. Now we're gonna let it sit. We're gonna let it sit. We're gonna let it on my face, just hang out for a bit while I do my eyebrows. And I'm using the micro brow pencil by NYX, which is one of my favorite brow pencils. And it's pretty affordable for a brow pencil. So we're just gonna go like this. My boyfriend and I have been together for 2 years and 3 months, which is so much fun. We literally talked, we were in a talking stage for 8 months until I asked him out, which is kind of funny. Funny story, because I had gone through a breakup and he was there very shortly after, and he wanted me to be 100% sure that, you know, I wanted to get into a new relationship, which I appreciate. And it took us 8 months. I liked him a lot, and I knew that I wanted to date him, but I think that I had such an appreciation towards the fact that he wasn't rushing me, although he would have like asked me out a month or 2 or 3 into us talking, because we really liked each other, right? Like it was one of those relationships, I don't know if y'all can relate, but when you kind of meet the one or whatever, cheesy, I know, you just kind of know from the start, you know? And I think that was kind of what we both experienced from the very, very beginning. But the fact that he didn't want to rush me, I really appreciate. Like, I really appreciate. So I was the one that I did ask him out because of that. And then don't worry, because a second later, he asked me. So it was cute. It was a cute moment or whatever. But like, yeah, so we've been together for 2 years and 3 months. We moved in together after our 2 years, and it's been so much fun living with him. It literally feels like living with your best friend, you know? Like, it literally feels like that. We wake up, we brush our teeth together, we go to bed together, we do everything together, you know? And it's just having like a best friend there all the time. And it's been really, really like fun. This is the Rare Beauty like gel, super gel, brow gel, and I really like it. I like to brush my hairs up with it, and it gives you very full looking eyebrows, which my brows are looking literally so crazy right now. I'm trying to finish Icebreaker, if you guys know that book by Hannah Grace, I believe. I am a fantasy girly though. I used to be a romantic novel girly, and I was all in the Colleen Hoover books. Like I was all into those, right? But after I read the ACOTAR series, I feel like most people, after that series, you're just at a fantasy girly now. So I wanted to pick up something, because right after I finished that series, I wanted to like pick up something that was an easy read, that was just gonna be like a transition read for me, because I had actually lost the love of reading after the ACOTAR series. I think I read too much in such a short amount of time, and I was kind of burnt out in a way. You know, you kind of get there when that kind of happens when you are a reader. You kind of get into reading slumps, right? So I literally like got into a reading series, like a reading slump for months. And I was like, maybe I need something easy, such an easy read, like a little romantic novel. So I picked up Icebreaker because I've heard good things about it. It's really cute, do not get me wrong. It's saucy. It's saucy. I was not expecting how saucy it was gonna be because of the cover, but it's a saucy read. And I literally I'm like halfway, more than halfway, I'm almost done, but I'm already like, I already know the other book I want. I want to start the Fourth Wing series because everybody is saying that that's so good, but because it's an ongoing series, you're gonna have to wait. And I don't know how I feel about that, because what if I forget? I forget so easy, guys. That's like okay, actually I take that back. I have a really good memory, but when it comes to movies and shows, for some reason, my brain doesn't like to store that. It will store everything else. It will store what I wore on the first day in 7th grade, like kind of vibe. You know what I mean? It will store, oh, you did me dirty? Oh, I got all the receipts up in here. Like I got all of them, right? So it stores, I guess, the important things, and then all the movies and shows, literally a year later, I'll be like, wait, what happened? That's how I felt when I was watching House of Dragon season 2. I was like, huh? I should have rewatched season 1. But because of like the you know, a year and a half we waited, or however long I waited to watch season 2, I forgot a lot. So that's the only thing about like ongoing things for me, is like I will probably forget, like most likely forget. Okay, now that we blended in our base of our face, I would add a bronzer, but the bronzer that I have, the Hoola bronzer, it breaks me out every time. Without failing, it breaks me out. So we're not gonna add that in. I'm just gonna skip it really quick and put my blush on. This blush is from Rare Beauty. This is in the shade Hope, but it's so messy, like so messy. So I'm not even gonna like show you guys because it's kind of embarrassing. It just, no matter how I handle it, it explodes. So we're just gonna put this on the apples of my cheeks, and I'm gonna put it above, kind of where I put the contour, basically. Because we moved recently to a new apartment, I have been wanting to decorate and furnish my apartment so bad, but things are expensive and there are other priorities, so I haven't been able to splurge as much as I wanted to. I guess we're not in super like a rush or anything. Just happy to be here, to be honest. And you know, that kind of happens when you sacrifice moving out of your dad's house rent-free into your own house, in your own apartment. That's kind of adulting, you know, kind of happens. You have to see like what the priorities are. I got some Huda Beauty powder, and I'm gonna put this under my eyes. So usually I hate fall and winter. Like I am a summer girly only. Like I hate the month January. Like literally, I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I just hate a lot of things. And this year I told myself that I wasn't gonna hate the month of January through March, and I wasn't gonna hate fall and winter this month. Like that's what I kind of told myself, because I think life is too short, and like I should just try to make the most of everything, you know what I mean? So I actually really enjoyed January through March this year, and I am already trying to get into the fall spirit by lighting like pumpkin candles, drinking my pumpkin spice. I love a good pumpkin spice. I am trying to like prep myself for a good fall time, because who knows if I'll ever get fall again. And that's kind of what I've been living by. It's like, let's live in the moment, let's live in the present. Let's not think about the past or the future, because those do not exist. Let's live in the present and make the most of our time that we have now. I don't like Halloween, which is kind of funny. I don't know, ever since I was a little girl, never liked it. Like every other kid loved it because you get to dress up, right? But I just never like cared for it. I was like, oh, when is summer coming around? You know, like that's all I really wanted. That's all I really cared about was like summer. Okay, not bad, like not bad at all. Like for my first attempt, not bad. Also, like, oh my god, my foot is asleep and it hurts so bad. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I can't feel my foot. I'm trying to stay still because I hate when my foot is asleep. This is TMI, but you know when you ever sit on the toilet for too long and your foot falls asleep and then you're like trying to get up and you can't and you're just like in pain? Maybe just me. No, there's billions of you out there. You gotta relate. Somebody's gotta relate. So I just curled my eyelashes and then I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Telescopic mascara to finish off my eyes. Beautiful. I love this mascara. I feel like it's such a good one and I don't know if I'll ever switch to another one. So, I don't know if you can see the difference, but this is what my eyes look like with mascara. And this is what it looks like without. You kind of see a difference, right? With like just how my lashes look, obviously, but I just love this mascara. If you haven't tried it, which I'm sure you have, because it went viral at a point. I don't know, it's a really good one. This is the Merit highlighter, which is one of my favorites. She's stunning. So I'm gonna just put this on. So I usually do a little on my nose, eyebrows, and then my cheeks, just a little there, a little here. I'm gonna spray my face with this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Spray. Give it a mix, and we're just gonna go. See, it's been that long. I haven't sprayed this. Hello? Do a liner first. After our little lip treatment. The shade is so beautiful. All right, that is the completed look. Yay, it looks gorgeous, okay. That was fun. That like totally made my mood like just go up. Here is the completed makeup look. Like so pretty, very effortless. It made me feel like so much better. Like it just enhanced my mood. But I love talking to you guys too. So that was a lot of fun. We're gonna go get in my bed now. I honestly have no plans. So do you guys wanna join me? We are just gonna stay in with a full face of makeup. Thank you so much for watching my little get ready with me, like we're on FaceTime. Hopefully it was a good time. I hope I didn't yap too much unnecessary things, but there is the completed makeup look and let's go and eat some pasta and lay in bed. Pasta and a full face of makeup, because there's nothing better to do on a Saturday night.